top 5 tonight is top 5 candy.
Inspired by Halloween.
Inspired by Halloween.
Spooky season.
In particular, what had me think of this was a tweet by... Who's it brought to us by?
Spirit Halloween costumes.
There you go. Just roll with it. If you just said it, I would have been like, fuck
I had
yeah.
to think of something.
All right.
Anyway.
No, inspired also by, well, you're going to agree with this, but the reckless tweet of Dan Orlovsky today saying that Reese's were the most overrated Halloween
I just don't like
candy.
Reese's. That's all that is.
That's fair. You don't have to like Reese's, but a frozen Reese's Pieces is fucking phenomenal. Another thing I want to say as we get in here, guys, I don't even eat candy.
That's rare. It's just like maybe. Like
I used to.
Yeah, I don't eat a lot of candy either.
I used to love candy, which is probably why I was 350 pounds. I also used to love Coca-Cola and
I still have that problem.
Anything. McDonald's, all that shit.
But
Anyways, top 5 candy. I'll start.
Okay.
I'm going to go number 5. For me, a childhood favorite. I'm talking, I love this shit. Caramellos.
I don't think I've ever had
It's like
one.
a bar. It's like chocolate with caramel in it.
I don't think
Caramello.
I've ever had a caramello. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should try all of these. Maybe that's what we should do on our next Halloween costume.
Yeah, you know what? We could do that. Are we going to wear Halloween costumes?
I'm not wearing
Wait till you see my Halloween costume. It's fucking sweet.
I don't have a costume.
Oh, I finally
because I
got
won't
one.
be home for Halloween, so I don't have a costume.
You can come as
So I think
yourself.
we should
It's
do that.
fine.
We should find all of these candies and just try them.
We could do that.
Anyway,
I'm going to hate myself after.
next week is the Halloween episode, I think.
Yeah, basically. I mean.
Yeah. My number 5, Now and Laters.
Okay.
I love a good Now and Later. Kind of a theme to mine.
Yeah, I mean, I you'll notice I have a theme, but it kind of jumps back
You
and
have a
forth.
taste.
I have a taste.
Yeah.
For sure. Number 4, I'm going to go with the most overrated Halloween candy. I don't think it's the most overrated. Reese's Peanut Butter Cups.
My wife would agree.
I do love a good Reese's
Agree with
Peanut
you,
Butter
not
Cup.
me.
Yeah.
My number 4, and they don't make them anymore. Now there's just sour sweet tarts, but Shockers.
Yeah.
I love Shockers.
I do love
Sour
Shockers.
candies are elite.
Yeah.
I love sour candies.
I agree.
Except for Warheads. I think Warheads are overrated.
Oh, dude, I love Warheads.
When you
Didn't make my list, but I
when you
love
first
Warheads.
eat a Warhead, phenomenal.
Yeah.
When the sour wears off of a Warhead, not great.
That's also true because then it's just like the sweet candy.
Yeah,
like
it's not
weird.
great.
I haven't had a Warhead in
Me
decades.
either.
I have had actually. I buy the like Ghost energy drinks sometimes.
Yeah.
They have one that's like a Warheads one, and I drank that one the other day. So
It's like childhood
Flashbacks.
candy. That's a whole other list, like childhood candies that I used to love.
oh yeah, dude. Well, getting into that actually, that's a theme that I like as well. Number 3 for me is gonna be Sour Patch Kids.
I love Sour Patch Kids. 100%. You remember Wonder Balls?
Yeah, I sing that song.
What's a Wonder Ball?
I sing that song all the time. I don't think my wife knows what the fuck I'm singing. She like looks at me.
At least 4 times a year I think about the Wonder Ball, and I don't know why.
I don't know why either. It's just that catchy tune, and all that was in it was like this tiny little.
Nothing good was ever in a Wonder Ball, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it tasted like shit.
Yeah, it was terrible chocolate, and there was like this tiny, shitty like figurine inside most of the
Wonder
time, or like a sticker, right? I don't remember.
So, yeah, sometimes it was a sticker.
Yeah,
Number 3, the Butterfinger.
that's a
my
good
favorite.
one. That did make my list. That's a good one. I went back and
Butterfinger.
forth.
That's my favorite candy bar, like chocolate bar.
Yeah.
Ooh, that or the Hershey's cookies and cream bar.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I don't know where I'm going.
Your
with
number
this.
2.
My number 2, Twix. Specifically left Twix.
I was about to ask you left to right. So you're a left Twix guy. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm a no Twix guy. I'm not a left. It's okay.
Yeah, it's funny because like you said a theme here. I definitely have a theme. The caramello is like caramel and chocolate. Twix is caramel, chocolate.
I don't love
crunch.
caramel. I love a Snickers,
Yeah,
but I don't love caramel.
that's fair.
So, but
I like caramel when mixed with things. I'm not I couldn't just.
I used to love. I don't know if this is caramel. I used to love Three Musketeers, and then just
Yeah.
something happened where I don't like them.
I don't really like them anymore.
Also, all of these, like any chocolate bar, the Halloween tiny versions are far and away better than the full versions.
Oh yeah,
100%.
absolutely. The mini size, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, fun size.
My number 2, sour punch straws.
That's a good one.
blue or green.
So those Sour Patch Kids, all those types of things, I like kind of looped them together when I was thinking of that.
Did you ever use a Sour Punch straw as a straw growing up?
I tried to. It never worked.
Oh, I used to do it all the time.
Did it work for you?
Yeah, but it's all like the drink is only good for a little while. Like now, I would never do it. Like that's probably terrible. Like that's a whole. That's another list. Top 5 things you used to do as a child that you would never do now.
Yeah, ketchup sandwiches would never do that now. It's one of them. Well, maybe that's a list we'll do.
I like that.
Also, the straw itself, it's kind of like that Warhead effect, right? Where like if it's in your drink,
that I disagree. I think
really
Sour Punch straw is great.
Well, it loses the little like sugary.
Yeah, but the candy itself is better than whatever a Warhead is.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think that's just me. I think gummies are also better than just hard candies.
Interesting. So my number one, it's not a gummy. My number one is going to be jelly beans, but specifically, and this is a big specifically because just jelly beans.
This is a major upset.
Just jelly beans, hell no. Specifically the Starburst jelly beans.
Okay, all right. Now you're talking because I was gonna. Jelly beans is
no.
You might as well have said like Peeps or candy corn.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I know. That's why I had to make sure that. Yeah, definitely Starburst jelly beans.
That. Yeah, because then you're just eating Starburst.
Basically, but I don't know why I like them more than Starburst. I think because like you don't chew them as long.
You get the crunch. The crunch is nice. The little bit of crunch with the soft inside is the key to a good candy. My number one is Airheads, specifically the small Airheads.
I like that.
I love Airheads.
I like that.
You got to take 2 of them, twist them together, make a little combination.
Do you have any runner-ups? Anything that just comes to mind? Now that we've talked for a second, I've got 2 that I wrote down.
Go ahead.
Jolly Ranchers.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
Specifically the green apple and the blue raspberry. Well, really all of them. Watermelon,
Jolly Ranchers
cherry.
Are good.
Yeah.
I love a good Dum Dum Pop.
Dum Dums can be good. So that's my other runner-up is a blow pop.
Yeah.
I don't want the gum, to be honest.
Too much sucker for me.
Okay.
Dum Dum Pops are this big, I can finish them in 5 seconds and move on with life.
Yeah.
To wrap it up, I guess, because we're there. As a kid, did you have was there one house you would always want to go to, like trick or treating? Like,
no. My neighborhood, we would trick or treat all kinds of different places. Like we would go, there was a real nice neighborhood we go to sometimes, and then my neighborhood was always like they would do it big, and I don't know, like there were so many places that you would get candy from. It didn't matter. Yeah.
Chalmette doesn't really. They do have some subdivisions, like we call it like the rich people subdivisions, but like Chalmette is just one big neighborhood. There's not subdivisions, so it was always the same. But we used to have one house. There was like 2 streets in Chalmette.
They gave the king size.
Well, no, we referred to but we referred to it as like the rich people houses because these 2 streets had houses that like. By today's standards, like they're nothing special,
right.
but
to what
we were living
neighborhood,
in, to what we were living in, like it was probably houses like this.
Yeah,
and I'm like, back then it didn't just look so much nicer than what we lived in. But there was a house that every year they had a popcorn machine outside, and they would hand out bags of popcorn.
You know what? Now that you mention that, there was one house that had the same thing. They had a popcorn machine, and then they had like a haunted house set up and like all this shit outside.
We'd make the stop every year, probably twice,
every
time. Once on the way out and then once on the way back.
Did you have any houses that gave away candy apples too?
No. I did have a house that would put like money in random pieces of candy.
Wow.
Like $5 bills, like in random pieces, so you would just get it.
That's kind of cool.
Like they would just drop the candy in your bag and then it might be.
That's cool.
There, yeah.
I like that. No, we didn't. I mean, our neighborhood, it was hit or miss. It was kind of like kind of what you're saying about Chalmette. Like we had some houses that were like my house was like not a good house at all. But then like you'd randomly walk around the neighborhood and there'd be like these 4 really nice houses that would all be giving stuff, and then like 3 that gave nothing, and then like this random other one.
Best houses, besides the ones that do something special, are the ones that just put the bowls out and are like take a handful and keep it moving.
You know what though? My neighborhood, that shit did not work because
it never works. If you get there early, it's the best house in the world.
There was none left. It was all gone.
That's the best houses to go to if you get there before everybody else.
Yeah, good for them though, because that's like I totally respect that mindset. Like fuck it, I'm doing my part. Here's the candy, I'll take it.
That's how, like, we didn't do anything last year, but like that's gonna be our approach every year from now on. It's just we're putting the bowl out mostly because we're gonna be out trick or treating.
Yeah.
So we'll put the bowl out. Like, dude, I'm not answering the door 50 times. Like, I got 2 dogs. Like, you're the same way. Like, my dogs do not need to run to the door every 5 minutes for y'all coming up there.
My son, his grandma lives in River Ridge, and they like set up a big table out front, and like it's kind of cool. Like they have like a hayride where people ride around, and they just like all talk. It's like this real weird like neighborhood thing, which I'm sure is going to happen in my neighborhood. I'm not going to lie. Like they're talking on the Facebook, like, hey, what time are we starting? What day are we doing it? I'm like, fucking
There was a couple years
Halloween.
ago when my neighborhood tried to change Halloween, like the day of Halloween.
Yeah, they tried to do that on our Facebook. And people, thankfully, I live with a bunch of neighbors who are like, what are you talking about? Like, Halloween is on Halloween.
I don't even remember why, but they were just like, y'all want to do it today? Like, no.
No. No, absolutely not. It's on the 31st. What are you doing?
Yeah. But anyway,